New Year. This is the meeting of the Public Health, Safety, and Transportation Committee. It is Tuesday, January 14th, 2024, and it's 4 o'clock. Please call the roll.
Chairperson Mike Seville.
Present.
Vice Chair Bill Donnell.
Present.
Alderwoman Wani Garza.
Present.
Alderman John Lash.
Present.
Alderman Ted Masiakos.
Okay, 4 present. First on the agenda is approval of the minutes 24-0984. Approval of the minutes from the PHS&T committee held on December 10th, 2024. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Alderwoman Garza, second by Alderman Bill Donnell. Any corrections, additions, or deletions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, motion carried 4-0. Any members of the public wishing to give comment?
No one has signed up.
Okay, we'll go to the agenda then. 24-0999, a resolution authorizing the Emergency Management Coordinator to execute an intergovernmental emergency warning siren donation agreement with the Village of Sugar Grove pertaining to the real property located at Route 56 in Blackberry Creek in Sugar Grove, Illinois. And Natalie, welcome. Happy New Year.
Good afternoon, members of the Aurora City Council. My name is Natalie Wiesa, Emergency Management Coordinator, and here with me today is Colin Pareto, our Technological and Communications Specialist. I just want to seek approval for me to transfer that real property of a single outdoor warning siren located at that Route 56 in Blackberry Creek location. As you notice in the documentation attached to the resolution request, back in 1999 and then again in 2001, 2 agreements were entered into pertaining to this outdoor warning siren. If you think back to then, it probably made sense for the parties to agree for the City of Aurora to help with setting off those sirens for the residents of Sugar Grove for whatever reason. The main reason could have probably been that Sugar Grove did not have any way to have a 24-hour warning point. Now that technology has advanced, now that dispatch centers have consolidated, we feel that it is better to transfer the risk back to the community of Sugar Grove. They have updated their technology over the last year to be able to take this siren over. Previous to this, we also had the same issue with Montgomery that did not have to go through Council for Change. We did provide them 3 sirens in the Montgomery district, and there were also a few other sirens that were Sugar Grove proper. The reason those did not have to go through council process is when the agreements were originally set up with those municipalities, they bought and paid for the installation, they paid for the annual maintenance, the yearly maintenance. The only thing we were responsible for in Aurora was pushing the button to activate notification under severe weather. We do have one municipality that we still provide outdoor warning siren support for. That is North Aurora, reason being we dispatch for them. So I will digress, and if there's any questions, I'm here to answer them about the resolution directly, or Colin can kind of help provide some information on the technology aspect of it.
Any questions of Natalie or Colin? Alderman Lesh?
I assume we still have coverage over the western portion of Aurora, and this won't impact us in any way.
Correct. So there's 2 other sirens. One's at the Splash Water Park that's about 1.5 miles away. And as far as coverage-wise, this siren was more for redundancy, and it's only less than, I think, 30 houses that it technically covers in its zone, but that also is covered by the one from the Splash Mountain.
And then do we have the same software and the same early warning? Okay, thank you.
Question.
Any other questions?
And who is going to be responsible in case they have to do repairs or something in there?
Are you referring to Sugar Grove?
Yes.
So everything gets transferred to them. So when the sirens were installed, the agreement between both the city and the village was the village financially supported the installation, the yearly and annual maintenance and contracts. So if there was an emergency thing with the siren or just the annual maintenance contract, they took care of it. That is not changing. They are still financially responsible. There's no transfer of money because the city of Aurora did not install it or pay for any maintenance. We're just donating that piece of equipment to them.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions?
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion been made by Alderman Donnell, second by Alderwoman Wani Garza. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye opposed, motion carried. 4-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next item on the agenda is 25-0032, a resolution authorizing the chief of police to sign and execute the annual memorandum of understanding with Learning for Life, a District of Columbia not-for-profit, for the Aurora Police Department Youth Explorers Post number 8847 program. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, council members. I'm Sergeant Garrett Roble with the Aurora Police Department. I'm currently assigned to the Community-Oriented Policing Unit, the Aurora Police Department.
Officer Jason Contreras with the Community Oriented Policing Unit, District 3.
And Officer Vince Nardoni, Aurora Police Department, District 2.
Welcome.
So we would like to discuss our Explorer program that we have with the Aurora Police Department. Scouting helps the youth develop academic skills, self-confidence, ethics, leadership skills, and citizenship skills, and influence their adult lives. The Boy Scouts of America provides youth with programs and activities through its Learning for Life program. This might be easier right here. The Boy Scouts of America organizes its nationwide youth programs through districts such as the Ottawa District, which falls in this area, Kane County, and it's organized by the Three Fires Council right here in St. Charles, Illinois. The local programs include Cub Scouting, Boy Scouting, Girl Scouting, Exploring, just to name a few. And starting last year, the Aurora Police Department implemented the Explorer Post 8847. This is our second year with the Explorer program. It is a group of teenagers and young adults. Typically the age is going to be from 14 to 20 years old. And they're typically going to have a strong interest in pursuing a career in law enforcement. Like I said, it's our second year. Our current class roster is 21 explorers in our program. The group meets twice a month, and they're given lessons on various aspects of policing. They participate in real-world scenarios in a safe, controlled environment to improve their skills. The training is provided by APD officers from various units of the Aurora Police Department. Some of the skills and scenarios include handcuffing, pat down, searching buildings, domestic disturbances, anything that's typical as to what we may see on the street or encounter. And again, this is all done on the Aurora Police Department campus. Explorers also have the opportunity to complete community service hours. That is typically done at the end of the first semester, and we run by semesters. So kind of like on the school calendar, the first semester is typically going to be from end of August, beginning of September until December, and that's when we do the community service. And we had done that at the Feed My Starving Children. That's the second year that we did that community activity. I think I've covered everything as far as the Explorer post with the Aurora Police Department, what we do with the Explorers, and then just kind of the Explorers is more or less an intro into the cadet program. So we have a youth academy, the Explorers, then the cadets, and then policing, depending on your age.
Where do you guys usually meet?
We meet at the Aurora Police Department. We will typically use our in-service room or our community room. If there's any kind of activities or scenarios, we will stay on campus. We use the parking garage. So if we have to do traffic stops, like what was seen in some of these pictures here in the PowerPoint, we utilize our squads, some of our equipment. If it's classroom, we typically would stay in the community room at the department.
Okay,
So you typically don't do much off-campus activities.
great. Any questions?
If you guys have any questions for myself or any, these are the officers that will typically run the classes. They'll head it up. They're very active. The program runs every other Wednesday. So they're the ones that are running and interacting with the explorers on a weekly basis.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Any questions?
Yes. How long they talk to graduate with explorers? How long is the course?
Sure.
How many weeks
So
or months?
it runs, it was 8 weeks the first semester, and I believe it's 9 for the second semester. And the second semester has already begun. It was the second week of January. And again, we run every other Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
And we'll take breaks for holidays,
Okay.
for the winter break.
Okay.
Correct.
So the same kids going to the first semester and the second semester is going the same kids?
Yes, yeah, it's
Oh,
almost
okay.
like
It's like a
school.
course?
Yeah, we
okay.
pretty much
Great.
follow the school
Great.
calendar.
It's great.
Good. Alderman Lash?
How many kids roughly?
So it is, we started off with 21 at the first semester, but we did have one of the students leave for other activities. But 20, we have a max of 25. Just because of the number of officers that we have, we try and keep that ratio so that the kids are benefiting and getting the proper training and instruction.
Okay. And what's the national component to this? I heard Ottawa and I heard
Sure.
some
So,
national
so
explorers.
it's under Scouting America on the national level, and then local, it is broken down into districts, and the district here that we are in is the Ottawa district.
Got it. Okay.
And then within the Ottawa district, it's Three Fires Council, and they're running that district. And then on a linear, I guess, pattern, if you will, the Boy Scouting, Cub Scouting, the Girl Scouting, that includes the exploring, which comes in police explorers, fire explorers, typically any work-based career, they have exploring posts. So we are obviously the police exploring post.
It sounds like it's great hands-on experience. I'm wondering if there's any curriculum that comes from national or local. Just curious.
We've worked on the curriculum, and again, I believe it was the same curriculum that Officer Whitfield used from last year. He initiated the program.
And if I
If you
may,
want-
we went to the Joliet Police Department because they have their own Explorer post, and we tried to mirror for the first year what they did, because the kids loved it down there and they were doing a really good job. So we had a nice tour, and then we've been tailoring it to how Aurora, handles things and what we typically see most. And that's kind of where we've come up with that for curriculum.
But there is a curriculum for the entire semester. The community policing officers will lay that out pre-semester. So they have every Wednesday, every other Wednesday, pretty planned out, and it stays busy for their entire class.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, any other questions? Is there a motion?
Motion to approve?
Second.
Moved by Alderwoman Garza, seconded by Alderman Lash. Any further discussion or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried 4-0. Thank you.
All right,
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Have a good night.
Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Any other business to come before the PHS&T? Not a motion for
Motion
adjournment
to
is in order.
adjourn.
Second.
Moved by Alderwoman Garza, second by Alderman Donnell. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. We are adjourned 4-0 at 4:15 PM. Thank you, one and all.